We can change the world and make it a better place. It is in your hands to make a difference. Nelson Mandela. Now tell me, when was the last time you've made a difference for someone? Did you ever expect that what you did would leave a big impact on someone else's life? How did this make you feel? How did it change your life? Through small and simple things are great things brought to pass. Now, it might seem unbelievable, and you might even ask yourself, how can something so small make such an impact? But believe me, even the smallest things can make a difference. Who you were before, who you are today, and who you will be tomorrow is the result of that small difference. Still not convinced? Well, you don't want to miss today's story, and make sure you stick to the end, because by the end of today's video, you will discover the secret to small changes. Welcome to Untapping Your Potential, where we will share with you motivational stories that will keep you growing and inspire you to take action. It all started when a wise man came to the ocean to do his writing. This was his passion. Before starting his work, he would often go to the beach to clear his mind and gather his thoughts. Like any other day, he was walking down the beach when he noticed from a distance a human figure moving like a dancer. He smiled to himself and said, "Who in the world will be dancing to the rhythm of the day on a beach?" Curious, he walked faster in hopes to catch up. As he went closer, he discovered that the figure was that of a young boy, and that he wasn't dancing at all. Instead, the young boy was picking up small objects from the sand and tossing them into the sea. "Good morning, boy," the wise man called out. "May I ask, what is it you're doing?" The boy paused, startled by the man's sudden appearance, looked up and then replied, "Oh, I'm throwing the starfish into the ocean." The wise man was confused. "Why are you throwing them into the ocean?" "Well, the sun is up and the tide will go out soon. If I don't throw them back, they'll surely die." The man was not convinced. In fact, he was perplexed at his answer. He looked at the boy as if he was speaking nonsense and said, "But young lad, the beach is stretched for miles and miles, and there are starfish all along every mile. You can't possibly make any difference. Nothing will change." But the young boy merely ignored him and resumed what he was doing. He bent down, picked up another starfish, and tossed it into the ocean. The boy then turned back at the wise man, pointed into the direction where he had thrown the starfish, and as it hit the water, he said, "Did you see that over there? I made a difference for that one." He then continued on his path to save the starfish. Now, the wise man was really taken aback by his remarks. He found the young boy's persistence kind of annoying, but he was at loss for words. Knowing that he couldn't change his mind no matter what, the wise man merely turned away without saying anything and returned to his cottage and attempted to start writing. But not a single piece of writing was ever done that day. As he sat down, pen in one hand, he couldn't concentrate. The image of the young boy tormented him all day as the wise man struggled to find something to write about. He tried to ignore it, but something about what had happened earlier could not leave his thoughts. It was too much for him, and the vision remained. Then, sometime late in the afternoon, he had finally realized what was bothering him. Shame engulfed him as he realized that the reason he didn't understand the boy's words was because he had overlooked the significance of the young man's action. How could he, a scientist, a poet, a self-proclaimed and distinguished writer, forget all about the meaning of humanity? What the young boy was doing was choosing not to be an observer, but instead to be a doer of his own actions, the master of his own decisions. The wise man felt humiliated. He went to bed that night troubled. He could barely get any sleep that night. When he awakened in the morning, he knew he had to take action. Wasting no time, he immediately got up, got dressed, walked once again to the beach, and found the young man in the very same spot as yesterday. "Here," the wise man said. "Let me help you." He spent the remainder of the morning with him, throwing starfish into the ocean. Soon, everyone else on the beach would join the young boy and the wise man in their efforts to save all the starfish. After some time, all of the starfish have been saved. I alone can't change the world, but I can cast a stone across the water to create many ripples. Mother Teresa. We all have the ability to contribute to positive change, but admit it, sometimes you'd occasionally wonder yourself, how much of a difference can I really make? Small actions carried out at once, twice, or even 100 times may seem like they don't have any substantial influence. Because of how small it is, you may not think it's anything significant. But trust me when I say this, when all of these modest actions are multiplied over time, they create a huge difference. You may not be able to alter the entire world, but you can make a difference in someone's life. When the moment comes, and if there's anything you can do to assist a person in need, do it. That one step you take to help someone can be the start of making a great difference in this world. You can create a better society for future generations. The beginning may feel difficult, may seem like a waste of effort, but perseverance is always rewarded. One of the keys to success, impact, or change is small actions and patience. We don't always think about the little things, but we can learn from the young boy that the little things can make a big impact in someone else's life. It may seem insignificant to you, but it can mean the world to that individual at the time. So remember the starfish story and never, ever stop doing good and attempting to improve people's lives. Each one of us can make a difference, and together we can make change. If there's one thing I want you to remember, it's this. You can't do everything for everyone, but you can do something for someone. Thanks for watching this video. How would you like to hear more motivational stories on a consistent basis? Well, do me a favor and support the channel by sharing, commenting below, and please make sure to like and hit that subscribe button to get the latest update. Soon, you will be on your way to feeling inspired.